In the opening scene, we start with an over-the-shoulder shot, which then goes into a low angle of the feet as they skid across the drive, which I thought was good, especially with the pan. They then run down the drive, and we set up the continuity really nice as they open the door because the sound sinks in. It's then when they run across the garden, it gives a realistic feel because, you know, it's kind of peered behind, handheld, which is nice. And then as they run through the gate, we have a POV shot as Tom falls down, and then it goes, get up, get up, get up. That is, it's a very realistic feel, because it's like you're in Tom's mind.
Where's the light?
As they run into the bunker and down, we've added Foley to make the sound more clear and make it amplify the natural sound, because you could barely hear it. The light strike, which then turns into darkness, is used to symbolise their thoughts right now, because they feel very empty.
I got hungry.
Let's play something to pass the time.
When he says, George, these matches aren't working, it shows that they're both quite lost and confused and don't really know what to do. And that helps with the darkness as well.
I spy with my little eye, something beginning with.
When he asks, do you want to play the game of I Spy? And he shows that there's not really anything in the room apart from the wall. It shows that they're enclosed and don't really have much space.
Rusty. Wet, it's cold. What if the spiders?
What other choice do we have then?
We then switch to a low angle with the lighting aimed upwards to kind of show the roof and all the rust and the bits that are falling off, to show that the location and the surroundings are very old.
It's just not safe. If we go out there, we're dead.
If we stay in here, we're dead.
After the nature shots, the camera then switches back to into the bunker, and it gives a realistic feel because it's a mid shot with an eye level, and it feels like you're there with them.
No, I'm going.
George, no.
No.
In the scene where he says George no, we messed up the lighting, which meant it had a big contrast to the previous scene when it was supposed to be the exact same. So you'll notice in the editing it looks a little different, and that's because we had to turn the brightness and the contrast down.
Can't get caught.
Okay, yeah. Let's go.
When they're coming out onto the steps and up, you can hear the rustling which has been foleyed in to show that they're struggling to get out, which creates tension and suspense. As soon as they get out, the action music starts, which shows that they're being serious and indicating that something is about to happen. During the scene where they leave the bunker, go through the gate and aim to go through the house, the camera angles shift a lot to keep the audience engaged, as if it was in the same angle for too long, they'd lose interest. Once the door slides open and it cuts to the cupboard, we're able to get a POV shot of Tom's face, as if the camera was one of the products. When Grandad walks in, I've foleyed in the sound of the door swinging open, and his dialogue did not require any ADR because it was already clear enough.
Oh, fiddlesticks.